Hey, Christoph here. Here's some thoughts on the Designathon website. So this is already built, this version here, and we're about to host it on event.bitcoin.design. It's kind of a placeholder page, and this graphic can be used as an image on social media and whatnot. It's really just introduction to the whole thing, announces the dates, more info soon, and then links to visit the website and follow on Twitter. Now we could have a newsletter or so here. Not sure if that's really necessary because it's a lot of extra stuff to manage. Maybe it's better if people follow on Twitter or join the Slack. Not sure. Let me know what you think. So the next version of the website, here's what would be good to have an introduction to the purpose of this event. So there's some copywriting involved here. Then sponsors and prices. This is currently something that Doc and Mo are looking into. If we don't have those yet, we could also state here that we're looking into this. If you're interested, put in a bit of a call to action. And then once there is something, if there is something materializes, we could update that with the information. Then partner events. This is with Bold Fund Tournament, TapCon, Bitcoin Amsterdam. So just for people who attend those other events, who want to also be part of the Designathon or so, just list those out there. And then questions would be good. What's a Designathon? Who can take part? Judging for projects, all kinds of things. So this is really just adding information here. That would be a good next step. And that will allow anyone interested to get a better idea of what to expect. The next one would be probably to add projects and ideas. So you want people to submit ideas of things they would either like to personally do or that they think would be cool if somebody else does. So some of it could be technical, forward-looking, figure out how Taro will work in 5 years, how Fedimint will work, all kinds of different things around the maturing technology, or they could just purely be creative, like creating Bitcoin art via these AI image generators, or it could, designing something for your kid or making a comic book, whatever you want. But we really want this crowdsourced input. So we'd have, Mo has started working on a form where people could submit this idea that feeds into an Airtable, and then we can pull this in via the API into this. We probably don't want it automatically because otherwise people can just spam this page. So there should probably be some very light review happening here. Then projects, I'm not sure if that is the right time to introduce this. So we basically want people to then say, well, I put this idea, I'm going to start a project around this that I will work on during the event. Or if somebody has created one and it will show here and someone else, they might not have their own idea, or they just want to join a group because they're new and they're not quite sure, whatever it may be, they might want to see all the projects listed. So ideally, then this kind of starts populating with these ideas and those groups that are forming around different ideas. And for that, the Bold Fun crew, Johns and Ed, have offered that we can use the Bold Fun Maker platform, which has full capabilities for creating profiles and projects. This is optional. We can also leave it up to people here. We can provide that as an option, or they can just let us in person know on Slack, hey, we're doing this. But I think we can leave this a little bit open. We don't have to force people on different things. Similar with project ideas, they can do it anonymously. They can add your own name there. Either way is fine, I think. And then once the schedule kind of takes shape, we have the start and end date. We might have open work sessions so anyone can join. You might have a mid-event check-in. There's also, in one of the days, right around in the middle, there's a community call happening we could put in there, and maybe some other things will materialize. So that is adding the schedule. Then the projects will kind of start trickling in. So things will start filling up. We also have to figure out if during the event, we will change some of this information. We could move maybe halfway through, we move project ideas to the bottom because we don't want to submit anymore, allow for any more idea submissions, because projects should be formed and working on things, because it might just be too late for new things to come up. And then after the event's over, we should change the copy here at the top. Thank you for participating, something like that. We should, if we have prizes, if we have sponsors and we have winners, we should highlight those at the top. And then ideally all the projects can also update this information here where there's maybe a link to a presentation video or a slideshow or whatever they came up with, if there is something that they want to share. And that way anyone can look back at this event in the future. And then, also highlight the partner events, maybe link out to their winners or what they did, what happened there. And then things like project ideas and schedule can move further, and FAQ can move further down. So that's kind of how I see this evolve over the next, I think it would be 6, 7, 8 weeks. And then, so yeah, that's how I see it. Hope that's useful. Let me know if this is totally wrong. Amazing. And it would be amazing to collaborate with lots of people here to tighten all of this up and make it work beautifully. So looking forward to your input. Thanks.